Yes, my lord.
Rise.
Have you ever danced with a devil? Took a glance at a rebel, had a chance to advance. You are not on my level. You are not my equal. I can pose another sequel. Those that do oppose, I will expose and leave you see through with the spines in my eye. Recognize me as a legend. Refuse to cry and die, so I may never get to heaven. I've been yelling and rebelling since the days I was a youngin'. Been a long time coming. I'll be damned if I'm running. Original individual, so I'm living like a criminal. Give it to you fools direct, no need to be subliminal. Say a nigga name quick, but never to be famous. Put this thing up to your brain, and I'll leave you brainless. Got you suckers, ducking knuckles, watch you buckle as I chuckle. I can see right through your heart. You don't wanna start no trouble. Thought I couldn't get it crunk, well hell I beg to differ. I'm far from a punk and ain't your ordinary nigga. Fake niggas, I'm back. The game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your brains. Fake niggas, I'm back. The game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your veins. I'ma break them all, break them all. Let me break them all, break them all. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss. I'ma break them all, break them all. Let me break them all, break them all. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss. I can see me leading the legion, screaming in the evening. I had the kids pleading, why is daddy not breathing? See, daddy was a heathen, daddy was deceiving. Told him last season, all I'm needing is a reason. I have no sympathy, consider me a lethal weapon. Remain a mystery consistently, I keep them guessing. With the world on my shoulder, my heart turns colder. Life ain't what you think, before you blink it could be over. Ready for revolution, retribution's a solution. There is no forgiveness as you witness evolution. The world revolves as I evolve, take a stroll through my soul. I don't plan to ever pause or take it easy on my foes. Break them off with a pencil in a simple instrumental. Situation detrimental if you disrespect my mental. This is how I really live, I hope I never have to kill. I represent self-defense, if I have to then I will. Niggas, I'm back, the game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your brains. Fake niggas, I'm back, the game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your veins. I'ma break them all, break them all. Let me break them all, break them all. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss. I'ma break them all, break them all. Let me break them all, break them all. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss. I don't wanna beef with anybody, but I'm far from afraid. I'm a grown ass man, ain't no games being played. Better shut the friggin' mouth before I kick up in your house. Forensics at your residence, no evidence to figure out. Wasn't seen, had to see, no if or answer in between. This is what I do to you or anyone who intervenes. I refuse to be a prey, not tomorrow, not today. I'ma be a predator. Hell, there is no other way. Bust your brain if I must. Leave you laying in the dust. Only God understands. That's the only man I trust. The rest of y'all die slow, die with your eyes closed. Talk behind my back, but you can't look me in my eyes though. That's what you call a coward. You can find me down in Broward. Tell me where you want it at, I'll be there in a half an hour. Diamond chains, take them off. Haters, I'ma shake them off. I only deal with the real. All of the rest, I break them off. Niggas, I'm back. The game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your brains. Fake niggas, I'm back. The game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your face. I'ma break them all, break them all. Let me break them all, break them off. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss. I'ma break them all, break them off. Let me break them all, break them off. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss.
Oh crap! Hey, not off to a good start, but I was mute the whole time. I don't know why I can't see myself. You guys, let me know if you can hear me. Okay. What's up, Angel? Thank you for stopping by. Thinking Black and whoever else is watching in the clouds. Just waiting for some. Okay, good. You hear me. All right. Don't know why. Don't know why my picture isn't coming up. I don't know. It may be the overlay, but it's fine. What's up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and I am back with another episode. Well, no, because this isn't the Straight Talk Sessions. This is the debut episode of Wrestling with Reality. And somebody may say, well, wait a minute, Trevor. Didn't you used to do a wrestling show somewhere else? Oh, boy. Let's just say that there's been a change of plans, and I'm not going in this show alone. Oh, I've got some backup, and I got the coldest executive producer of all time just waiting in the background. I'm gonna bring him up right now. I don't know why we can't see each other. What's up, Venkat?
What's going on, Trevor?
That's right, executive producer extraordinaire, the man that even pushed me to start doing all this YouTube stuff, is home in this. I feel like The Rock. I feel like I want to say, finally. Venkat is back with the Straight Talk Society. Venkat has never left the Straight Talk Society.
No, not at all. Never left. Never left. What's going on, everybody on the Straight Talk Society? Peace to everybody out there.
So, Venkat, how come I can't see my picture? I can't see my face.
I have no idea what's going on here. Yeah.
Could be.
I don't know, because the overlay is transparent. It is a transparent overlay.
Yeah, because wait a minute. Because when I hover over it, I can see the I can see where there should be a box.
Yeah.
But it's not showing it. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but either way, but that's not it. We got one more guest on the panel. Oh yeah, we got one more guest on the panel.
Okay.
All the way from the UFC show. You hear him with his big brother Zay every time there's a major UFC fight going on. I got none other than my boy Bonez. What's going on, Bonez?
Yo, what's up? How you doing? Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I hear you really good. So,
all right, cool.
So you guys see the title, and again, I don't know why we can't see the icons and stuff like that. So I'll figure it out at some point. But this is WrestleMania prediction show. So real quick, what do you guys what's your quick thoughts on WrestleMania as a whole, and what are you looking forward to this weekend on this 2-night event starting Saturday and Sunday?
You want me to start?
Yeah, anyone.
No, Bones, go ahead. Bones, go ahead.
As far as me, as far as the build-up, I've been disappointed. Like, I'm gonna still watch it because I'm a fan or whatever, but I've been disappointed in the build-up. Like, for example, Bianca versus Asuka. How do you mess that up? You know what I mean? And as far as like, there's not one women's match on this card that I'm looking forward to. I don't want to see Lita and Trish Stratus, you know what I'm saying, like fighting with Becky Lynch, and Charlotte and Rhea. I'm not interested in that one either, But as far as the stuff that I'm looking forward to the most, the tag team match, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the IC Championship match, the triple threat match. That's gonna be a banger. And I'm also looking forward to the Demon versus Edge in the Hell in a Cell match.
So what's your thoughts, Venkat?
I'm going to echo a lot of what Bones just said. I feel like it's lackluster, to say the least. The main event, I'm not really thrilled about, but I don't know. Just from top to bottom, no match on here either makes sense to me or is exciting. Like, where the hell did Brock Lesnar end up? Why is he wrestling that guy right there. I mean, I don't get where that match came from. Like I thought we were going to see Bobby Lashley, so that's a big disappointment. I don't even think Bobby Lashley's even make the card. I think there's a chance he might show up, but just the fact that he's not a known person on the WrestleMania card, that bothers me. A lot of the matches are top to bottom. It's just weak stuff, man. Maybe the best match will probably be Finn Balor versus Edge. That's probably going to be the best match of the night. Other than that, I'm really disappointed on. But you never know. Sometimes these things work in a weird way where things that you don't think will be great end up stealing the show. So they still have that. Maybe something spectacular might happen, even though it's not exciting going in.
All right, so you guys know the drill. This is the point where me and Venkat argue. If you watch any of our previous wrestling shows, how many did we do? 14, 15? You know that this is the point of the show where we argue already 12 minutes in. But guess what? You remember I sent you a message earlier and I told you that you're going to be surprised?
Right.
And you were like, what's the surprise? What's the surprise? This has been one of the worst bills ever for WrestleMania. And so here's the thing. I can't remember a WrestleMania that I ever really was excited for.
Hogan Warrior, you had to have been excited for that.
Yeah, I'm talking about as an adult, though. Like,
okay.
Yeah, wrestling to me, we getting, the eyeballs are watching. Y'all please be sure and hit that like button, share the channel. This is where it's at from now on for the wrestling show. It's Wrestling with Reality now. This is where it's at. So I'm over the moon by the main event, and we'll get to the main event, we'll go through each match, but I think the build has been terrible. Bianca Belair has never been built up good in the WrestleMania. She always delivers. Again, we'll get to the match, but the build has been terrible. I'm highly disappointed in the build. I'd say that just for everything that they've been handed, basically on the silver platter. The build has been very lackluster, but if you listen to my show yesterday, where I actually told the real reason why I still watch wrestling, WrestleMania, which is not my favorite event, Royal Rumble is my favorite event, but WrestleMania will always and forever hold a special place in my heart. So I'm stoked. I'm going to be watching Saturday and Sunday. I'll be glued to the TV for those 3 or 4 hours. What do you guys think about them making it 2 days?
I think it's a great idea. I love it because I'd rather it be 2 days as opposed to 1 day and like a 10-hour show. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's too much. But I feel like also you want to get a lot of the talent on the card, so it's better to spread it out over 2 days.
Yeah, I agree with Bones on that, man. But in the past, sometimes I like WrestleManias or events in general that have like 10 to 12 matches. But sometimes with WrestleMania, they go 12 or more, and the event suffers for it. They have these weird matches that they're trying to just pull off for time's sake, and then you'll have like these really quick matches, and then you have some silly long matches for no reason, and it's just very inconsistent and boring. I like it spread out, and you have it's kind of like the All-Star weekend where you have All-Star Saturday night, and then you have the main All-Star game on Sunday. I think by putting it 2 nights, people can get their matches more focused on, as opposed to just being one night and people getting tired and not paying attention anymore.
So a question has been answered for me, which I've always wondered if somebody comments on Facebook, will I be able to see it here? And the answer is yes. What's up, Doug Rains? He said hello from East Tennessee. So glad that you're here. I'm assuming that the WrestleMania tag is what got you. But nevertheless, we're glad that you're here, man. Hopefully you'll come back every Wednesday. Wrestling with Reality. We're going to touch on a whole bunch of different things. So, yeah, I love the 2 nights because one thing, what was it, 2 years ago? WrestleMania 35, I think it was, the one where the women main evented. That was a 7.5 hour show. And that show sucked outside of the outside of the Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston match. So 7.5 hours. You're stuck watching this after just seeing a kick-ass NXT show the night before. It's like it's hard to get up for that type of stuff. So I definitely agree with the shorter runtime spread over 2 nights. So now here's another thing, Venkat. Me and you are older than Bones, and notoriously, historically, if you're on WrestleMania, you deserve to get on the WrestleMania card. Now it just seems like they try to get everybody on there on the WrestleMania card, and I hate that. I hate it.
Well, with this
Omos
event,
should not be fighting at WrestleMania.
yeah, you'll notice that there's several matches that are 6-man tag matches, 8-man tag matches, just tag matches in general, like just to get as many people on the card as possible. That's kind of weak. I think there should just really be legitimate 5-star potential matches at WrestleMania. That's what it's built up to be in the greatest, grandest event of all. But you see a lot of sloppy, putting together staple and pace matches, and that's not what people want.
Go ahead, Bones. You go ahead.
No, I was just saying Omos. I don't want to see Omos at WrestleMania. I don't think that he should be fighting at WrestleMania, period, especially against Brock Lesnar.
See, I think they're cultivating a bad culture here that you could be shitty all year and then you'll still make the WrestleMania card. And I really don't like it. You're right. I don't want to see the Omos Lesnar match because Omos sucks, but I just want to see it for. I do like the story. We'll get to it. But yeah, I don't think everybody should be on the card. And I know they did it because they wanted everybody to get a payday. But WrestleMania should be, like Venkat said, it should be every match on there should be 5-star potential. And there isn't supposed to be a filler match on WrestleMania because especially at the time when you used to pay $60-$70 for it. Now I guess and now it's $5. So I guess you're all right now. But all right, so yeah, see this, yeah, Doug, you'll fit in perfect over here. So Doug says the match between Roman and Cody will be epic, which I know somebody on this panel is going to shit all over it when we get to it, but we will. Right. Stick around, Doug. We will get to it because the guy in my right hand corner is going to shit all over it because he's crazy. Do you think Bobby Lashley will interfere? Okay, so real quick about Bobby Lashley, I got a So Bobby Lashley, okay, so before the Mania card, they're doing the Andre Battle Royal on SmackDown, which Bobby Lashley is in it. I have Bronson Reed winning it. Who do you guys think is going to win that?
Bobby Lashley better win that.
Yeah, I was going to say I would go with Lashley, but I think Bronson Reed is a good choice too, though.
Well, see, Venkat, the reason why I would have picked Bobby Lashley any other time, the reason why I don't think Bobby Lashley is going to win it is because it's the setup and angle. I think that to get him on the Mania card, just like Doug, you're jumping the gun here, buddy. Doug is saying that he thinks Lashley is going to interfere in the Lesnar Omos match, which I absolutely think that's what's going to happen. Somebody's going to, he's going to dominate everybody, and then they'll, the cheap way, somebody's going to throw him over to get heat and everything like that. And then he's going to be pissed and just come wreck shop in the Lesnar Omos match. Again, Lashley has been tremendous the past few years. Lashley should be in a featured main event. Unfortunately, Bray Wyatt is sick or whatever. Who knows what the hell is going on with him? But they shouldn't have blew the Lesnar Lashley match off at the last pay-per-view. They should have saved it to Mania and had them in like a fight pit match or a Hell in the Cell. So that should have been the Hell in the Cell match. Honestly.
The other thing too is I guess TNA. They had like a Bound for Glory series where Bound for Glory is their WrestleMania. And they would have a Bound for Glory series where wrestlers would wrestle matches leading up to Bound for Glory to qualify in matches. So you had like this ongoing kind of story because the matches now had meaning to them. You just wasn't watching a regular match with no stakes. You win the match, you get into the big event. They may need to look into doing something like that per se that could like really add some spice or something to it. Just developing like, and that's the other thing too. WrestleMania tickets been on sale for like months now, with nobody knowing what the hell was going to be in it.
And it went on sale last year.
There you go. And it's like they need to do something where there's some sort of intrigue when these guys get on there, because I'm just discovering today what matches are going to be in a few days. I didn't know a lot of these matches that were set to happen. I didn't even know until today.
Remember, I asked you, I said, I don't know what I don't know what the card is going to be. I don't know who's going to be on what night, who's going to be. Hey, listen, tonight, you're going to find me agreeing with you a lot. I know in the past I had to play the antagonist to drum up some stimulating conversation, but you're going to see that I'm going to agree with you a lot, because I have not been, you know what really got me is while I was watching Monday Night Raw, I was asleep through the whole thing until the Cody Rhodes, what's my man? Solo match. Yeah, because to me that was I just like Cody Rhodes. I mean, so it is what it is. But all right, so let's see what Doug says. If Ron Simmons was still wrestling, I think him. Oh, you'll love this one, Venkat. Can you see that on the screen?
Oh yeah. 2.0. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Man, Bobby Lashley has been awesome, man. I saw my Instagram post from last year. Was it last year or the year before? How I said, WWE doesn't get a lot of things right, but they got it right with Lashley retaining his title and Bianca winning the title. So all right, so we're gonna get into these matches. Oh, one last thing. I mean, let's see if we can argue about this, Venkat. I was thinking today, because you have this problem where they try to get everybody on the WrestleMania card. The problem is because the roster's too bloated. I think they should. Let's not say fire, because I don't want you to get all up in arms with me, but they should just let half of their roster go work independence or do whatever, because you don't see them on TV anyway, and then they pull them out just at random just to do a stupid filler match. I mean, I know you got the house shows and stuff, but they should get rid of the house shows. But they're saying how good the house show business has improved, but you still need to get rid of them. But I think they could stand to lose half their roster. Like AEW's roster is it's too bloated. We probably need another promote. No, I don't know. We don't need another promotion. I can't watch.
Would be nice. I mean, it used to be that way.
That's too. Like, how are we gonna keep up with all that? What? I'm gonna be the WWE guy. What? How are we gonna keep up with all that?
Well, I think WWE can be caught, and AEW to a degree could be caught dragging their feet, because there's no real threat here. Everything is just, well, you're gonna take what we give because this is it. So it would be good to have something else. ECW. I wasn't a fan of ECW when it first came. It grew on me over time, but I'm a stark WWE and WCW fan before ECW.
You're not,
but
a
ECW
fan.
Well. That's debatable. But ECW, there was a place for ECW, and you got certain matchups and situations that happened that you wouldn't have otherwise with WCW or WWE. So I think the more the better. I just don't want like that TNA stuff where it's like they're just staying at a low level and not doing real things to really bust out of being that low. They should get up to a certain level. They're not going to overtake WWE. I mean, they've been around, 60 years or something like that? That's a hell of a head start. You can't really catch up right now.
Honestly, I think MLW is better than TNA right now. I would put MLW at promotion number 3. Pretty
Oh,
good.
see, there you go. But
what about Ring
MLW
of
don't have
Honor?
the name recognition.
What about Ring of Honor?
Oh, Ring of Honor. Well, Ring of Honor is just getting started. I think last month they just started like doing shows and stuff again, so I can't really judge them yet.
But okay, so here's my problem. Growing up when we had WCW, WW, we had WWF, WCW, and ECW, and then you had your territories that were, regional small things. There still wasn't a oversaturation of the market. Like you look at it now, AEW is gonna get another show. Do they need another show? Like seriously. They got
No, they need to focus on Rampage and make Rampage better and stop trying to get other shows.
But they got Rampage that does terrible in the ratings. So now you're going to add another show to put on another night to do terrible?
I just got to say here, Doug.
Another problem
Doug
is they have Rampage.
Doug needs to come with a panel.
For the most part.
Yeah, I want to see Doug. You're watching on Facebook, so I don't know how this works on Facebook. But if you could come over and watch on YouTube, maybe I'm going to drop the link in the chat if you want to come on. You don't have to have your camera on. You just have to turn your camera on in the back so I could see you. Make sure you're not a bot or anything. So if you want to come on, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. And we'll see if you could get on from Facebook. See, look at that. All the watchers, people love wrestling. So for the people that say that wrestling is stupid, grown men talking about wrestling, you guys are idiots because I'm looking at the eyeballs. Like, what the hell? People love wrestling talk. I mean, it's crazy. But yeah, Doug, if you want to come on, I'm going to put the link in the chat right now. Let me I don't know. I will try. Yeah, I don't know if you could come on from Facebook. If not, just go to YouTube. Go to Straight Talk with Trevor and you'll see it, and then you could just get hit on that way. So yeah, click that link. Yeah, man, I think
was it Bonez was just saying something? Bonez was saying something.
You're Borging, Bonez.
You hear me?
Now get back wherever you were. I know it's raining over here in our area, but yeah, get back wherever you were.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. You good?
They should have broke up the Hurt Business. In my opinion, I think they should have kept it together.
Yeah, again, another stupid idea. That's what I'm saying. A lot of times when me and Venkat argue, it's partially because it was a need for it. But I could be, I everybody thinks I'm this WWE fanboy. I am to an extent because WWE is that's like my promotion. But I wish I said a million times, I wish WCW was still in business. But I could call them out on all the foolishness, and her breaking up the Hurt Business was one of the dumbest things in the world. And as a matter of fact, they've been teasing it, but they just won't put it back together. Like you got Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. I remember one of the best matches I ever saw with Cedric Alexander. We're going to get to the show soon. We're going to get to the card soon. Was in the CWC. I don't know if you watched that, Venkat, the Cruiserweight Classic. Cedric Alexander wrestled Kota Ibushi, and this was I had never knew who Kota Ibushi was because I don't watch Japanese wrestling. Yeah. And that match was so good that even though Cedric lost, the fans at the end was like, please sign Cedric, please sign Cedric. And Triple H came out and gave him a contract. Like that, bro, Cedric Alexander right now could replace 10 guys that's on TV every week. Like Rick Boogs and Elias. Get off my TV screen. Get off my screen. Go to developmental. Learn your craft. Doug, just turn your camera. I see you in the back. Just turn your camera on so I can see you. All right, you cool. You can turn it off. Unless you want to keep it on. You cool. All right, hold on, Doug. Hold on. You want to put on a shirt real quick, buddy? You have a shirt on. Yeah, just put a shirt on real quick. Yeah. Hey, we're live, pal. We're live. So
we're live, pal.
Yeah, man. But like people like Elias and Rick Boogs and bums like that, You got Lacey Evans. And, come on, man. They calling up all these people from NXT that aren't ready. They just aren't ready. All right, Doug, we're gonna try again. All right, you cool. What's going on?
Pretty good. You?
I'm good. I'm good. How'd you find out about the show?
I went on Facebook and up there in the videos. I just type in wrestling and hit live, and all the live shows comes up.
Okay, that's what's up. So yeah, every Wednesday we do a wrestling show called Wrestling with Reality. This is just WrestleMania week, so we're gonna be doing WrestleMania coverage these next two shows, but then we're gonna do a whole bunch of other different things. So real quick before I get into the card, what's your thoughts on WrestleMania? Like, what's your excitement level?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the Ray and Dominik.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dominik Mysterio.
Yeah.
Dominik Mysterio. Hey,
Listen.
I like Dominik Mysterio, bro.
Dominic, man, everybody hated him and said how terrible he was, but man, that Joker can get some heat. How long you been watching? How long you been watching wrestling?
Oh, practically all my life. I used to watch the old NWA.
All right, that's cool. All right, yeah, y'all guys make okay. So now we know Doug came on from Facebook. So if you want, you can hit that StreamYard link and get on from Facebook. I wasn't sure because nobody had ever done it, but as the channel grows, that's what we're gonna do. So let's get into this card. Now I got the match lineup. They're not in any particular order. It's just my order of importance. So that's where we are on that. So let me pull it up. All right. So first off, WrestleMania is going to be hosted by The Miz. Like, what do we think? At this point, the host position, that host thing is played out to me.
The Miz, you know, he gets dissed a lot. You know, there's parts of him I like, but he can be annoying at times. But I don't totally hate The Miz.
See,
Honestly, I'm okay with it. I think it's a good role for The Miz because I don't want to see The Miz wrestling at WrestleMania. It's just like a good feud, but I think it's a perfect role for him. So I'm okay with it. I'm good with it.
You got anything on The Miz, Doug?
Oh, Miz, he's I don't know what to say about Miz. He's a character.
So I'll say this with Miz, man. Miz has had a longer career than anybody expected him to have. Especially coming from where he came from, the real world, and being treated the way that he was by the locker room because of that. But he's paid his dues. And let's face it, man, the man is winning in life, man. I mean, he's married to Maurice, bro. I mean, you can't fault him on that. The man is winning in life. So
yeah, he's also a two-time champion.
Yeah,
he's a multi-time Intercontinental champion. He's a multi-time tag team champion. Hey, he's won the titles multiple times. You got to take your hat off to him. But he's not ideal to be on any match or anything, I would think.
So, do you think they need to start transitioning him into the commentary? Yeah.
That's his strong point. That's his strong point.
I agree. See, God damn, we just agreeing on everything tonight. We'll get there. But yeah. Okay. So here's the number one question then. Is he a surefire Hall of Famer? I say absolutely.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, a part of wrestling is to be disliked as much as to be liked, and he definitely did that. You know.
Yeah, to me, he's surefire Hall of Famer. All right, so we do know one match. We do know the match that is opening night one, and that is for the United States Championship. Austin Theory versus the self-proclaimed, Vince McMahon's greatest of all time, Mr. Golden Shovel himself, John Cena.
Oh,
you know I don't like the way I don't like that promo, man. He buried the shit out of Austin Theory, and there's nothing Theory could do to come back from that.
That's what Cena does. He buries people. I mean, it's just a classic Cena moment.
Yeah, that's true.
Hopefully, Austin Theory
Doug. Go ahead, Doug.
Sorry, did what?
Oh, Doug, you watching T? I hear you watching. I heard Don Callis. You watching AEW, huh? You want to turn? Yeah, you want to turn it down though because it's picking up in my headphones.
I turned it down.
All right. Yeah. So what's your thoughts on this? No, go ahead, Bones. What's your thoughts on this match?
Well, on this match, sorry.
I'm going to be biased because I don't like John Cena. He's on my top 5 most disliked wrestlers of all time. So, but even with that being said, Austin Theory need to go over here because he's a young up-and-coming superstar. So, and he is the future. So, hopefully Theory win.
What you got, Doug?
On this match, let me go back to I have to sort of start. What I think is going to happen with this one is Hayes. He's going to beat Breaker for the belt, and Breaker's.
Wait, which match? No, we're talking about. No, we're not talking about NXT. Oh, so okay, so you're thinking something's going to happen from NXT. Yeah. All right, okay, all right, all right.
What I think is going to happen here, I think I do believe Theory's going to win this, but I think Hayes is going to beat Breaker for the NXT title.
He should.
And Breaker's going to come to the main roster. I don't know exactly when, but I think when Breaker comes to the main roster, he's going to go after Theory and take the U.S. belt because his dad and uncle was both U.S. champions.
That's a good. Venkat, how familiar are you with Braun Breaker?
I know he's Rick Steiner's kid.
Yeah.
But I only saw a few of his matches. I just, for me, like, I hear what Bone's saying. I'm hearing what Doug says. I hear that. Traditionally in wrestling, the young guy should win. It seems like, John Cena obviously is wrestling one match a year. So it does look like he's going to lose to help pop him up, which is stuff I hate. I hate that type of stuff. I don't like, because that's more predictable, stale booking, in my opinion. I don't like a match that you could just look at and just say, "Oh yeah, this is gonna happen." And it's very obvious because Cena, he isn't there. He's busy doing other things. So he's just doing a favor for these guys, and that's what it looks like. And if it goes on that way, I'm just gonna keep shaking my head. But I wish
Cena said he wasn't going to be there the next day.
You see, I like to suspend the disbelief. And I don't like elements that kind of kill this suspense. You know what I mean?
Oh man, my boy Jermaine is in the building. What's going on, Jermaine? You wanna hop on the panel, man? Just hit that link. You don't have to turn your camera on. I know it's you. All right, so it's consensus then. We all think Austin Theory has to win. He has to, unless they're gonna Booker T him and have the guy talk all this shit about him and still beat him. I mean, but then what would that serve if Cena wins the U.S. title and then he's back to Australia the next right after the match? That's why the match is open in the show, because he has to get back to Australia.
Wow.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm done. I'm tired of all the old guys. I am. If you're not gonna commit full time, just stay away.
Well, they don't need to commit full time. They just need to do good matches and be committed for what they're gonna do.
Well, Cena is gonna put on a good match. So Cena,
that's suspect too.
Oh, get out of here, man.
that's suspect too. I like aspects of John Cena, but like right now, this John Cena, I don't know if that's in the cards right there.
All right, hold on. Let me. All right, just to the chat. Oh man, see Mike. All right, man, y'all come over for the wrestling shows, man. Hold on, let me drop this link again so I could get And they said we weren't going to succeed with this wrestling show. Yeah, boy, Jermaine, Michael, y'all want to?
the thing about wrestling, it brings all kinds of people together. You know what I'm saying? Like races, forms of people, everything. Every kind of person loves wrestling.
Yeah, and it's time for them to stop lying about it too. You love wrestling, you just love it.
Don't
All
be
right,
ashamed. It's okay.
so let's go on to the next match. Again, I don't know the match order. It's just it is what it is. Okay, so now I'm going to start categorizing this as bullshit match that shouldn't be on the card. So we have the showcase match, and you see what's interesting about this graphic? 3 of the teams are blocked out, which means that we didn't know who they were, but I know who they are. You got Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. The other team is going to be Shotzi Blackheart and Natalia, and Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey are also going to be in it. And what I think is going to happen, this is what I think is going to happen. I'm hoping if Triple H got some sense about him, you would call up Katana Chance and Casey Catanzaro and put them in this match and they go over. But that's probably not what he's going to do. So what's going to happen in the six man match that's coming up later, 6-woman match. Sorry, y'all, don't jump on me. Becky and Lita are going to be entered into this match the next day to defend their titles. That's what I think is going to happen, and that's where Ronda and Shayna win the belt. So in this whole bullshit jumble of a match, I got it ending up with Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler walking out as champions in a match that doesn't even have a belt on the line.
Have you watched Raw yet from last night?
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay, I thought they had a match in Chelsea. I think her name Green and
oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, Chelsea Green and oh yeah, you're right. See, I told y'all I fell asleep on it. Chelsea Green and God, what's the girl? Jeez. What's Brandon? What's the girl who used to be with Mandy Rose? Sonya Deville.
Carmella.
No, we don't know what's going on with Carmella. Carmella hasn't been around for 2 weeks.
Oh.
All right, so who you guys got on this match? I know Venkat wants me to change his channel on this.
I got Rousey and Baszler winning.
Yeah, I got Rousey and Baszler too.
Is Ronda Rousey even committed?
No, she'll be there. She'll be there.
No, but even if she's there, like I don't know if she really wants to do this anymore. It seems like.
The thing with Ronda Rousey needs people to cheer her. And because the fans are being critical of her, it's just like UFC. When the fans turn their backs on her, when they were cheering her, it was one thing. But when she started losing, she did a tailspin. So I don't think she's long for it, but I still think Baszler and Ronda's going to win and leave with the belts somehow.
Well, if that's the case with her, that's pretty weak. Combat sports in general is a tough thing. If you can't handle the emotional part, what are you doing?
Yeah, but she was also she she says she's very fragile mentally. So I'm not going. That's what she says. She said when she lost to Holly Holm. Was it Holly that beat her up? A couple of people beat her up real good, but when she lost to them, she disappeared on the ranch and just, she contemplated a lot of things.
Damn, it's all good when you're beating people up, but as soon as you get beat up,
so this next match to me, again, another match that probably shouldn't be on the card, but I give this one a lot more grace because this is gonna hump. And that is the showcase match for the tag teams. Oh, see, I'm out of line. Oh, sorry. That should have been the first slide. The showcase match for the tag teams. You have Ricochet and Braun Strowman. You have Alpha Academy. You have my pick, the Street Profits, and then you have the Viking Raiders. All great teams that could really well. Ricochet is carrying a big guy, but the rest of the guys are really great teams that could really put on a show. I think they're going to give them like 10 good minutes, and they're going to do the damn thing.
I think this match has a potential. I'm sorry, Bones. Go ahead.
Sorry. Did they say that the winner of this match is getting a tag team title shot?
No, because that would make too much sense.
I'm gonna go with the Viking Raiders to win, even though the Street Profits are probably the best team in here, but well, not probably, but they are. But I'm gonna pick the Viking Raiders because I feel like they've been building them up a little bit. So, and
I'm pulling for
Brian's
the
right.
street profits. I'm pulling for them.
Yeah,
There's potential for a lot of good things, a lot of good moments and spots to happen in this match. This match might actually deliver.
Oh yeah, this one is gonna deliver. Yeah, you could. Montez Ford is going to make sure that Montez Ford, Ricochet, and Chad Gable are going to make sure that we do not forget about this match.
Right.
Those guys are gonna like Montez Ford, especially. God, I'm afraid of what he's gonna try to do. I mean, I'm so worried about what he's gonna try to do.
he got the best frog splash in the business.
Yeah. Did you see the one on Monday night when he did a frog splash over Braun Strowman and then turned in midair? Oh man, that dude is. I wouldn't mind seeing him in a feud with Theory for the U.S. title. Like that's really Theory and Montez, Theory and Gargano. That's like I think the U.S. title right now is at that level where you need to heat it up some and get them real good baby faces that could really, sell and do stuff like that and heat that thing up. But that's just me. I'm playing Booker again. Who you got, Doug?
I'm gonna go with the Viking Raiders on this one.
And not because you look like Ivar. Not Ivar. Wait a minute. Who you got? Ivar and what's the other one?
Rowan, right? Rowan?
No, what's it? Ivar and the one that's married to Sarah Logan. What's his name? Ivar is the one with both of them got beards, but Ivar is the bigger one. I forget his name. Yeah, I let my joke fall, man. All right. All right. So here's another match. Next match that I'm hoping. And here's another thing. Venkat will remember this because, we've been watching this for a long time. And Doug says he's been watching for a long time, too. I remember a time, whether it was WrestleMania, Starrcade, SummerSlam, whatever it was, that ended the feud. You don't start it back up again. It's over after that. Just be done with it. And this is a feud that I'm hoping when that bell rings, whoever wins, that this is over. And this is Edge versus the Demon. Edge versus the Demon in Hell in a Cell. Which this shouldn't be a Hell in a Cell match, but whatever.
Well, they did try to hurt the man's wife. I mean, they've been messing. Huh?
No, go ahead.
They've been messing with Edge for months, man. I'm ready for Edge to just kill one of them guys, man. The Judgment Day is annoying to me. I hope that I hope Edge wins this. But there's enough hate and enough energy behind these two. I can see why they're putting it in Hell in a Cell. To me, it makes sense.
But the demon, to bring the demon element in there, though, the demon doesn't lose. The demon only has one loss on his record.
So Edge gonna make it too.
No, I think Edge has to. I think Edge has to win. Like, I mean, because Edge is done at the end of this year, and he has to move on to something. He has to get another title shot. Like Edge just has to do something else. He's been feuding with these guys for over a year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So who you got, Bones?
I got Edge winning because, like you said, he got to win because I feel like they're going to push him into another feud after this one. So, but I'm okay with this being in the Hell in a Cell. I don't got no problem with it.
I want to see them do something different in Hell in a Cell. Like, like my daughter asked me what's the name of it, and I tell her it's Heck in a Cell because they don't do anything. Because I remember the original Hell in a Cell and how great it was. Venkat, we got to review that. We were supposed to review that Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker. Yeah, we got to add that one to the list. Doug, just so you know, me and Venkat in a couple of weeks are going to be reviewing the Brock Lesnar versus John Cena from. What was that? Extreme Rules?
2012, yep. 2012,
2012 Extreme Rules. We're going to do a whole match breakdown on it. So we're better than your Sean Ross Saps and your whoever you listen to, Dave Meltzer. I know you know those names. You're better than all of them. So who you got in this match, Doug?
I'm going to go with the Demon.
You got to pick the Demon, huh? So, okay, so if Balor wins, like, man, where does Edge go?
Well, I mean, maybe a potential. I mean, I think Edge is bigger than the U.S. title or the Intercontinental title, so hopefully the belts can get separated and possibly have a run. I don't know if he win anything, but he just should have a match.
I agree, and we agree. I mean, I agree. I think that he should. I mean, we don't want to give away my pick in the title match, but I think he should feud with the champion somewhere down the line because he said that that's it. He's wrapping up in like August. So, I mean, his time is running short. All right. So next match, Venkat said that none of the matches have been built up good. I 100% disagree. This match probably has the second best build of any match on the card, and that's father versus son, Rey Mysterio versus Convict Don. And Dominik Mysterio absolutely has to beat his dad. He absolutely has to beat him.
No, I'm going for Rey Mysterio on this one. I can't stand Don. I can't stand him, but I don't really. I mean, he's doing his job, making people hate him, making people want to see him lose. I don't think if he loses to Rey Mysterio, that's going to hurt him. I don't really think him beating Rey Mysterio is going to help him. Rey Mysterio is about to go out. It's WrestleMania. Let him get his win, even though it's from his kid. I don't know if he turns back to Rey Mysterio after a loss or something. I don't know, but. I don't know. I'm just going to go for Rey Mysterio.
Who you got, Bones?
Dominik got to win this match, I feel like. If Dominik win this match is going to create even more heel heat on him. And plus, growing up, I always say he won his match to be his son. So, I feel like this is going to be the last match.
You're Borging again.
And plus, he's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he is going into the Hall of Fame Friday. I think Rey Mysterio. I think Dominik should not only beat Rey, but also should take his mask with him. Just for heat, bro. I book heat, man. I'm a heel. You see my name? Yeah. I'm a heel minister, man. I book heat. That's what I do. Who you got, Doug?
If no one interferes, I think Rey will take it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the whole idea with like, the older guy has to lose because their time passed. Yeah. I mean, that's too predictable. And I think there's certain moments when you just got to go the other way.
Well, no. Well, my whole thing is Rey has been planning this for the longest. Rey wants, he said it, like he wants to put his son over. So it's just like, you know what I think they will do though, because they got a thing in Puerto Rico coming up after this. I think that they'll probably Rey will sneak the win out, and then Dominik and Damian Priest will beat Rey and Santos Escobar in Puerto Rico. I think that's probably how they'll get Dominik his heat back. I mean, I don't like it, but I just wish he'd beat his dad straight up. But all right. So next we had a match that everybody. We say we don't want to see it, but we do want to see it for the train wreck potential that it is going to be. And that is none other than the giant Omos versus the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Oh, real quick, let me answer this person in the chat. CWE is asking where can you watch WrestleMania? Where can you buy WrestleMania if you're from Canada? From everything I've heard, you guys still have the WWE Network, the original version that I wish we still had, and not this bullcrap that we have on Peacock. But I think you can get it on
WWE Network, man.
Yeah, I think you get it on the network.
Yeah, that is everybody. We get it on Peacock. Everywhere else is the network.
Yeah, the interface on the network is so much better, man. The search features, everything. I know. Again, man, they like why like you just messed it up, man. Why?
Well, Triple H did say though, just give him time. You know, every month that passes by, it gets better and better. And I know, like first, I watched when what's the name died, Owen Hart. That event I never seen Over the Edge '99 before. I watched the event. They actually said, you know, he died in the event, but they obviously edited out the event.
Yeah, they chopped out a big portion though, right?
Yeah. The whole runtime for the event was 2 hours and 22 minutes when, you know, WWE events are 3 hours back then. But yeah, you could still see Owen Hart's blood on the canvas. You can still see it. So you know exactly when it happened because it wasn't there and then all of a sudden it was there. But I mean, I don't think that event was on there before, so I just saw it a few days ago. I was like, oh, okay, they really expanding and they're working on it. Triple H did say, just have patience. You know, it's going to eventually get to that point.
Venkat, it came out in 2013. I know because I got it the day it came out.
Peacock.
No, but I'm just saying the network period, like the network wasn't the greatest because it didn't give what they promised. They promised we were going to get the old Superstars episodes. They promised we were going to get All American Wrestling. They promised that we were going to get some house show footage. You think that it would kill them to put that house show match with Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair on there?
Oh, that'd be great.
What about all those old MSG cards, all the Hulk Hogan house shows that sold out, you know? Come on, man. They own the library. Like, why not?
Yeah, that's true. I can't even argue with you at that one. I can't argue. I can't argue on that.
All right, I got Brock Lesnar in this because Brock Lesnar has been booked like a cowering idiot in this whole feud, afraid of Omos, and I think that is all being set up for Brock Lesnar to take Omos's big ass to Suplex City and F5 him. That's what it's all about. This match should not go more than 5 minutes, and it's just going to be a train wreck. So who you got, Venkat?
Okay, well, this match just feels like Hercules versus Earthquake. And I mean, that's the same level of excitement I got to see it. I think I'm afraid they may put Omos over because I don't think Brock Lesnar is going to be here for much longer. I think he's about to leave too. So I think they're trying to invest in this guy right now because he's going to be there. But again, that's not a reason to make a guy win. I would want, obviously, Brock Lesnar to win because he just should. But I feel that they're going to make Omos win.
God, no. I mean, oh, my goodness. Well, who you got, Bones? I can't. Man.
Look, I have a major problem with this match, and I feel like this match is proof that Vince McMahon is back behind creative. This is a very Vince McMahon type match. Yeah. Triple H will never do this to us. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like Triple H will build a story around Brock and, you know, have a good Brock Lesnar match. But I'm gonna go with Brock in this match. I have zero interest in this match. I'm very disappointed that they have in this match. I thought they were trolling us when they was announcing it at first, and I didn't believe it was happening until like last week when they did the weigh-in thing. And like you said, they got Brock Lesnar like looking like you're afraid of him or something like that. So I don't know, but yeah, I got Brock Lesnar in this match too.
Who you got, Doug?
Well, I think the last time they faced each other in the ring, I think WWE's had Brock like, you know, showing, well, I can't handle this big man, you know. Then I believe at WrestleMania he's going to come in and Brock's just going to run right over top of him.
Yeah, 5 minutes. 5 minutes or less. Got to be 5 minutes or less. All right. So we're going to go to the match that most likely is going to close out night one. It doesn't deserve to close out night one, but it probably will because they got to be all inclusive. And that's for the SmackDown Women's Championship. You have champion Charlotte Flair versus challenger Rhea Ripley. And this outcome could only go one way, and that's Rhea walking out with that belt.
Or Charlotte Flair could pull a Ric Flair 1988. And that would be amazing.
She's just like her dad, bro.
Bro, I would be pissed, man. Rhea Ripley has been one of the best book characters all year. And starting from like last year when she joined the Judgment Day. But man, that would be a travesty if Charlotte wins this match.
They're gonna have Rhea Ripley. I'm sorry, Rhea Ripley looking like Lex Luger. Just wondering what the hell happened.
Man,
that would be something. My God, I mean, I would like to see her win it. I wouldn't lie about that one, but Charlotte Flair, you know, they might be trying to do her like Ric Flair, and just they know everybody's feeling like Ripley should win it, so they might try to do a swerve on Mania, and maybe down the road they'll do another rematch, and then she'll finally win it there. Maybe that'll be what happens. I don't know.
Who you got, Bones? Bones, you there? Yeah, I don't know if you fell off. Hey, Doug, who you got in this match?
I'm gonna say Rhea.
You got Rhea. Yeah, well, when Bones gets back, we'll get his pick for that. In the match that I think is going to steal the whole weekend. I mean, these two are going to go out there and put on an absolute banger, and that's none other than Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins. This match is going to be athletically one of the craziest things you've seen. And man, a part of me, I want Seth to win, obviously, because he's the guy that's around. He's the guy that could face, be put in a title match. He's the guy that's there every week. Logan Paul, you probably won't see him again for another couple months, but when Logan Paul is there, Logan Paul delivers. Like he's not like these other celebrities that come in and just get a paycheck. Like this guy delivers. He can cut a promo. The shit is just in his blood. What you got, Venkat?
I would uncharacteristically say Logan Paul. I think he's earned a lot of my respect for what he's done in the ring. So I would actually go for him to win this. I think he's great in there, and the perfect person for him to work with is a Seth Rollins. I don't think Seth has a ego or anything of that nature, and I think Seth he has a lot more winning coming his way in the future. But I think they should put Logan up on this one. I think him and Ricochet, which is what I really thought this match was going to be, was Logan Paul and Ricochet.
Oh,
but they've got to meet up at some point.
Oh,
and yeah, that would have been awesome.
Shit, I didn't think about that. I forgot about that spot at the Royal Rumble. Oh man, Bones, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Who was your pick for Charlotte versus Rhea?
I was saying that I hope Rhea win, and I also even more hope that it don't main event night one, because I'll be very disappointed, and I don't want to see it as a main event.
Yeah, I would be. I'd be pissed,
and plus, I think 4 years ago during the pandemic, the same situation happened, and Rhea buried her and made her tap out. So
no, Charlotte buried her.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry about that. Yeah, Charlotte buried her with the figure four and made her tap out. So I don't want. They can't do that again.
And just so you guys know, Charlotte is one of the best women's wrestlers out. Like I love Charlotte as a wrestler, but
I disagree.
Rhea is
she has some good matches. She has a lot of good matches.
Awesome. Boy, but the thing about Charlotte, she botched a lot of spots, man. That Andrade moonsault, she never hits that thing.
She needs to stop doing that. Yeah.
The moonsault to the outside, she never hits that one either. Every
Yeah,
single time she boxes.
certain things she needs to stop. But she's had some, especially in NXT. Charlotte has had some bangers, man. So I'm not gonna sit here and say like she's a dud, but it's time for her to get the belt off and be who she is, and that's a heel. Because Charlotte is a damn heel. Charlotte,
Yeah.
she needs to stop. She needs to stop this babyface role and just be done with it. Charlotte is a damn heel. Who you got, Doug?
Let's see. I'm gonna go with the Joker, the Willy Wonka man, Seth Rollins. Do you ever think WWE would do a match with Logan Paul and Brock Lesnar?
Oh,
it would be great. I mean, at this point, I don't think Logan Paul is capable of having a bad match. Like he has it. Like
yeah,
he's hated. He has what every this guy gets more heat. Only person in wrestling now that gets more heat than him is Dominik. That's like legit. Like I'm talking about like hated. We hate you heat. We want to see you get your ass kicked type heat. That's Logan Paul and MJF, I guess. But
MJF. Oh my God.
Yeah, MJF. But these guys don't have to cuss though. I mean, you know, that's always my thing. Always my thing with MJF, man. He can't cut a promo without telling you, you know, he just can't. Who you got in this one, Bones? I don't think I asked you.
Oh, you might be off.
I got Seth Rollins shit, man. But I think it's gonna be a real good match, though. I think Logan Paul pretty good.
Yeah, they're gonna do something. Yeah, they're gonna do something crazy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. All right, so we got 4 matches left. One of the, and again, like I say, I just got these as order of importance to me. And what has been the worst book match of the whole entire WrestleMania card, but I think will be one of the best matches when it's all said and done. And hopefully we get Killer Clown Asuka and not this character that they have. So we have the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair versus Asuka. And I hope Asuka beats the shit out of her and takes that belt. But no, here's my only reasoning. I gotta be quiet so my daughter doesn't hear me because she'll run in here and cry. Bianca Belair is my favorite. Y'all know that. Like the stuff I say about her is crazy. Like we know that she's the best, but she has to have a character change. This smiley skipping baby face is played out. That's why I wish we could get Jade Cargill over to WWE and Jade would come in and just beat the brakes off of her and just make her, you know, have to fight from behind. You know what I mean? Like do a baby face like a Sting in the 80s where the Horsemen beat him down so much that he has to fight from behind and then eventually win. So I think that's the type of story they need to tell with Bianca, and because I don't see another challenger for her. So she has to lose. Like who's next? Who's next?
Asuka is awesome. Had she won the championship before? She won it before, right?
Yeah. She's been Raw Women's Champion.
Okay, yeah, she's awesome, man. I hope she wins. I hope that's what happens. She deserves that kind of moment right now.
Especially that especially that they robbed it from her when she won the Royal Rumble and then lost to Charlotte. She tapped out to Charlotte
again.
Yeah,
burying somebody.
That was a terrible decision. Asuka hadn't lost a match. She was
undefeated for 3 years.
Yeah, she was undefeated in NXT for over 500 days. She was undefeated on the main roster for over 300 days. And they have her win the Royal Rumble, and then she taps out to Charlotte.
Oh my goodness.
She tapped, man. Who you got, Bones?
Honestly, Trevor, you took my hot take for this one, man, because I feel the exact same way as far as Bianca, because I feel like she needed to be a heel and be like that nasty, like mean girl. You know what I'm saying?
That she wasn't in NXT.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to go to. In NXT, she started out as a heel, and she played that heel role so good. And you know what I mean? So I feel like Asuka should win, turn Bianca heel, and just hit like the reset button on her, and then make Asuka even more evil and more menacing, basically. How she was before she came to the WWE.
Yeah, I agree.
So I got Asuka.
Who you got, Doug?
I believe Oscar will take it.
Yeah, I hope Oscar. Yeah, I hope Oscar takes it. All right, I see Venkat's on mute, so that means he went away. So we got 3 matches left.
No, I'm here. I'm still here.
Okay. And these are the 3 that I'm most looking forward to. And this match will probably be the banger of the weekend. For the IC title, you got Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus versus my boy Venkat says has the worst body in wrestling, Gunther. I got Sheamus has to win this, man. I mean, if Sheamus doesn't win this, then what are we doing?
We're making Gunther legendary. That's what we're doing.
Well,
Gunther
Gunther's
needs
awesome.
to win.
No, Gunther needs to drop that belt and then face. Well, we'll get to that match later, but Gunther needs to go for a main title now. Gunther is awesome. You
can go for a main title with an IC or a US title. That's the whole point of title.
Yeah, they don't really do that anymore. They don't.
Well, they need to undo that and do that again.
Yeah, Gunther is awesome.
Man. Yeah. Why can't he have that prestige of defending his belt and then going all the way to the top with it? Why not?
And you know this is like the first time that the IC title has been defended in like 5 years. Which, think about that. How ridiculous that sounds.
It is ridiculous.
The IC title is supposed to be your US title to WCW, and you don't defend it on your biggest show. And I mean, Gunther's had that belt for over 300 days now. He's I think he surpassed Mr. Perfect, but nobody will ever catch Honky Tonk Man. So I hope they're not trying to do a record to do the whole Honky Tonk Man thing. We'll get to another record they're trying to break later, but man, Sheamus, it just the 2 matches that Gunther and Sheamus have had were tremendous last year. And I think the only reason Drew is added in this is to take that fall. I think it's so he could take that pin. And I see Sheamus fulfilling his dream of winning the 1 belt that he's never won, which I can't believe that. And that's the IC title.
Right.
So who you got, Bones?
The whole fact that Sheamus hasn't, this is the 1 belt that Sheamus hasn't won yet. That's the story of the match. So I feel like, I know that is crazy. So I feel like Sheamus has to win. Like, this is his story. Like he lost basically not in his hometown, but in his home, area over there in Clash at the Castle, and that was a banger too. So I feel like he got to make up for it, and like this is actually a good story that they're telling here. You know what I mean? And plus, you got Drew McIntyre, who was Sheamus' friend, but now kind of like enemy, so like frenemy kind of. So one possibility, Drew could turn heel after this and feud with Sheamus after Sheamus won the belt. I feel like that'll be a good story. Because I feel like Gunther need to move on. We'll talk about this after the main event, but Gunther need to move on to something bigger and better.
See, me and you thinking the same thing, but somebody's gonna shit all over it. Just you wait and see. Who you got?
There
Doug?
you go.
Who you got, Doug?
Well, on this one, I feel like Sheamus should win it, but I feel like Drew's going to win it, so WWE can keep the storyline going because Sheamus feels like, hey man, you was my friend. Why'd you get involved in this? This should be just between me and Gooper. But that's the reason why I think Drew will take it, and Sheamus and Drew will keep that storyline going.
That's a good idea too.
I mean, hey, you can't shit on a good idea. Because the whole story going into this is Sheamus is mad that Drew is stealing his spotlight. Yeah. Like that's the whole thing, and they're not even thinking about Gunther right now. It's like you're trying to steal my spot from me, and you're supposed to be my friend. Man, what a slimeball thing to do for Drew to win that belt, man. Wow, I didn't even think of it that way. All right, so the match to me that should main event night 1. Oh, before we get to that, do you guys think any possibility of Steve Austin showing up? Because the rumors are
honestly,
the rumors are with him and LA Knight having some type of interaction.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I wouldn't mind to see like something what they did last year, like the match between him and KO last year. And that's one of the best WrestleMania matches I've seen in like the
Yeah,
last decade, probably. It was so good. I
and that
enjoyed
should
every
have been
second
it.
of it.
That
So I
should
feel
have
like
been
they
it.
can do some, yeah, yeah. So they can do something similar with LA Knight, but I'd be okay with it.
There
But
was a
I don't think it's going to happen, but I'll be okay with it.
there was a short YouTube clip I saw today where this guy's just yelling on the top of his voice that we have this match going on at WrestleMania, that match going on, this match. It's like, we don't need Steve Austin. What are you talking about? Hey, what are you talking about, bro? Steve Austin
Who
is,
said
first of
that?
all, he had a great match last year. Anytime you can get Steve Austin involved in any level is a great thing. It's not like he's there every week. So that's a special occasion every time he comes out.
But who
Hell yeah.
said that?
It's some YouTube. I have in my history. I'm about to have to go back and see who it was. But he's just like yelling, running down the whole lineup. But I'm thinking, this is some weak lineups here. What are you talking
Yeah,
about? Steve
yeah,
Austin is a big deal still.
yeah. If Steve Austin comes out and stuns somebody, just trust me, that
Instant
place is
pop.
gonna go crazy. Yeah, that place is gonna go crazy. And after last year, I was scared during that match, but man, when it was because I just didn't want to. You never know. Like, was he gonna take a suplex bad? But when he got suplex on the floor, I'm like, oh shit, he's back. But that match was so awesome, man. That match was friggin' awesome, man. That man, Stone Cold, man, Stone Cold. Just a career just taken too soon. All right, here we go. Last two matches. We're about to get some arguments going, but hold up, Venkat. I need you to hold it down for like 2 minutes. I'll be
All
right
right.
back. All right,
All right.
don't
No
go
problem.
into the next matches yet, though.
All right.
Hey, Venkat, who's your favorite current wrestler right now?
My favorite current wrestler, Bobby Lashley. I love Bobby Lashley. I like a lot of
Bobby
wrestlers.
Lashley?
Yeah, I just like his style now. It's so different from when he first came in. He was kind of hard to like when he first came in. He had that super baby face, literally.
Yeah,
But the mean
yeah.
streak Bobby Lashley that we're seeing now is so awesome. I don't know why he's not champion at the moment. Like, he should have been champion already. I mean, he won it before, but I mean, he's so good. He should just always be champion in my eyes, man. And him and Brock Lesnar going against each other is so great. It's disappointing that we're not getting that match at WrestleMania. That
Yeah.
this clown match we're getting.
I also think he got one of the best spears too. I like his spear because he
Oh
flipped with it.
yeah. If you could feel it's like impactful, you know, it's not like
Yeah,
some
yeah.
it's really good, man. And Lashley, he's just awesome. But I love a lot of wrestlers from today, like like Samoa Joe is great. I think every time he gets in the ring, it's a possibility for a really great match. Um,
He pretty good.
MJF is growing on me, but he talks really good on the mic. He had a great match against what's the name? Yeah,
Bryan
Daniel Bryan.
Danielson.
Yeah, Bryan Danielson. Yeah, that was great. So yeah, there's a lot of great wrestlers out there. I really like that the guy from Street Profits.
Montez Ford.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like is the posturing and the doing DX stuff and
Yeah.
NWO stuff. And like, why are we doing that? I was watching a match with him the other day, and I'm like, oh God, why is he doing the Cena can't see me stuff? Why are you doing that? Like, he has to have his own stuff. His ability and
Yeah.
offense and all the things he does, he's like doing a disservice to himself doing that other crap, Like, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, I
Right.
just came in, but yeah, Montez Ford is dope, man. I see him in about a year or two being the WWE champion.
It ain't gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen.
No, he's gonna be WWE champion. All right, so
I feel like it's Shelton Benjamin and all these guys that like work hard and they just get overlooked. I feel like that's the same crap that's gonna happen to him. And I don't know. I hope
I
it's
wish I
not.
could. I wish I could disagree with you. I mean, I wish.
I know. I don't want it to be the case. I wish that they would just see his greatness for what it is and push him in the proper way. But when we may not get that. And we're just gonna see great moves, great actions, great offense, great this, great that. And then you're gonna be like, oh, he just got pinned again. And we move on. And that's what it's always been.
Yeah. All right. So we got 2 matches left. And I'm going down this card, and if I take out the women's showcase match, yeah, I guess you kind of need Lesnar and Omos as like a piss break. Nah, I still had to take out too much. It's not as bad as card as you think is when we're talking about it. The build, I think what it's suffering from is such a shitty build. Because these matches are going to slap. Like I think I have no doubt that these matches are not going to slap at all. Like they're going to go hard. I mean, for real. So in the match that I think should close out night 1, the co-main event, that's just what I'm calling it, is for the undisputed tag team championships. You got the Usos against Sami Zayn and KO. Venkat, I'm looking at the timer. You got 2 minutes. Go.
Oh my God, where will I start? Let's see. This is trash. I don't want to see this garbage. I would have rather seen Sami Zayn in a singles match, being showcased properly, preferably for the title. But we string this together because we need something for these guys to do. And I don't like it. I don't like you're my friend. Oh, you're not my friend. Oh, I'm going to wait and watch you in the back get beat down by the Bloodline. Then I'm going to see you get pinned. Then I'm going to come out there after everything has been done, all the damage. Then I'm going to come out and try to save you. But then I'm going to look at you funny the next day and say, you're not my friend. It's like, get out of here with this crap. I wish that they would have handled the whole Sami Zayn thing differently, because obviously there's a misstep here. We went from a high at Royal Rumble that they hadn't had in years, decades really. And now we're going into WrestleMania. We're kind of limping into WrestleMania. And I still, even with all the stuff that I see that's problematic, I still, obviously I'm going to watch this right now. So I hope that there is a good showing. I hope that, all the fears and concerns that I'm saying isn't going to come through. But I don't know. History has shown that it doesn't always happen that way. So I don't know. This match is forced garbage. And I don't know. I can't believe that we're going to be seeing this crap. All right, there go my 2 minutes.
So, and you know why I gave him the time interrupted? Because I don't want him to interrupt me when I go. So who you got winning this match, first of all?
Well, it better be Sami, because if Sami don't win, we burn the place down.
Who you got in this, Bones?
Hey, hey, Venkat. So at War Games, Sami Zayn low blow Kevin Owens and basically literally figuratively spit in his face and caused him to lose the match. And then at Royal Rumble, Sami Zayn watched Kevin Owens get the shit beat out of him by the Bloodline. So that's why when if that happens, Kevin Owens not going to be as quick to help Sami Zayn out. So I feel like that's why that's the reason why he didn't just come straight out and help him out. You know what I mean?
But at the same Royal Rumble, wasn't Sami Zayn the one that was trying to talk Roman Reigns out of using the chair on Kevin Owens? So he was trying to fit in with the Bloodline, but he had a limit to where he was going to go with it.
Right.
And he only reluctantly did it.
Right. But at the same time, I feel like this match is perfect execution and storytelling. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna pick obviously Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens to win the match. But I feel like this is gonna be probably one of the best matches of the night, if not the best match of the night, especially if it's on night one. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it a lot.
What you got, Doug?
I just wonder if Owens is just playing with with Sammy. I just wonder if they really trust each other. I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens and Sammy, but I just really think they don't really trust each other really deep down.
All right. So and Doug, you kind of borging a little bit. So I don't know if you want to go out and come back in, but
Okay.
So the reason I kept quiet, is I wanted Venkat to get it all out. And I hope you guys listening realize one thing. Venkat does not watch the product week to week. So what Venkat is doing is taking one situation that he was pissed about, because me and him had arguments about this. He was so pissed. He wanted Sami Zayn to be champion. He felt Sami Zayn should have been champion. Venkat's not going back to a whole year ago to watch how this story has been unfolding. That's why, to me, this is one of the best built stories in a long time in this company, because they've been planting the seed since day one. If you look at all the little nuggets, when Sami Zayn was waiting outside of Roman's office, and
I saw that.
And Kevin
Owens,
saw
every skit, every match they did.
He ain't got no discipline. Well, I'm telling you what, he cannot do it.
I mute my mic.
Yeah, Doug, you can come back on. I don't know. Let me put the link back in the chat. But so Sami Zayn, when he'd be out in the office area, KO would ask him and be like, "Hey, what are you doing here? Or, this isn't you," and this and that. And they'd always give each other this look. This shit has been building forever. And the fact that the one thing they have not done in this company that they are adamant that they want to do is be tag team champions. Like, they want to be tag team champions. Sami Zayn was never going to be WWE champion. He was never going to be the Universal Champion. That's not what this ever was designed to be. Doug, I put the link back in the chat if you want to come back on. This was never designed for that to happen. So the fact now that we're getting exactly what we were supposed to get, I mean, I get it, because you don't always like things. There's certain things that I don't like, but the shit happens. But this has been built to perfection, and it has to end with Sammy and KO winning. My only question coming out of this is, what does that leave for the bloodline as far as Jey Uso? Because the story has never been about Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was a casualty in this story. The story has always been about Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. So when the Usos lose these titles, what is Roman Reigns going to do to Jey Uso? And that's where I am. And I do hope that finally, I don't want them to split the titles, because there's not enough tag teams to justify having two belts. I want them to pay more attention to the tag team division and just come up with one set of belts. I saw images floating online of what the new tag team title is supposed to look like, and they look pretty cool. They were on a black strap. I don't know. I hope that, because it's crazy having these guys walk around with all these belts. These belts are like 11 pounds each. You know what I'm saying? You got these guys walking around with these big heavy ass belts all the time. So it's crazy. But I got KO and Sami Zayn. But Doug, again, I get what you're saying, because KO, they still been giving each other these looks, and I'm like, damn, yeah, would they really do this to us? After all of this, have one of them turn on each other and then have Sami Zayn say, "I was in the bloodline the whole time." Oh, jeez, boy. Boy, you talk about I would be upset about. Like if that was to happen to where one of them would turn on the other and it'd be some stupidness like that, then I'd probably lose it. I probably had to come on here and do one of those videos solo where I just go crazy, just go into one of these profanity lace tirades because that's how it is, man. I got KO and Sammy. And just so y'all know, Venkat, man. See, you gotta. Never mind. We'll
go ahead.
No, I was going to tell them. Yeah, they got to go back and listen to those old Wrestling Wednesday shows we did and hear the conversations that we had coming out of the Elimination Chamber, like the argument. Like it was a hard down. I'm like, God damn, I'm about to lose my friend now. He's like really gonna be my friend over this. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, it was crazy. Only because, like, bro, Sami Zayn, the story was great, and it would have been funny if Sami Zayn would have beat Roman. But it was never meant to be. Like Sammy got exactly what he.
Yeah, but you keep saying that when I keep telling you, it was one or two things that I was looking for: Sammy winning or the match being really good. I don't feel that the match was good. That's what I was pissed about. I didn't like that match. Period. I thought it was a squandered opportunity. You had this hot ass crowd, and they didn't do the best match that they could have done. And I know Sami Zayn acknowledged it because in the press conference, the way he was talking, he felt like there was something missing there. I know he felt the same thing. So
if they would have put on a 5-star classic, but the outcome would have still been the same.
I could not say anything. I didn't want Rick Rude to beat Sting at the Clash of the Champions in '91. But the atmosphere, the environment, the excitement of the crowd, all that stuff, the execution was great. So even though I don't agree with a lot of the endings. Like I wanted Lex Luger to beat Ric Flair for all those years. It never happened. Every match that Ric Flair beat Lex Luger, I was pissed about. But you look back at the match, it was a real good match. The Sami Zayn Roman match, I can't say the same thing for it. It wasn't a great match. It wasn't what it needed to be if you're gonna go there. Because now it was rinse and repeat. Because I just saw Roman Reigns do the same thing with Logan Paul, and I saw him do the same thing with Kevin Owens, and it's like all his matches, Drew McIntyre, and all those matches, just the same thing. Oh yeah, he's in jeopardy. It's like everybody has this guy in jeopardy. It's just weird. So I just wanted to see something more exciting.
So now I'm on record saying that I wish Roman would have just went in there and smashed him in like 2 minutes. Like
that would be even worse.
I feel like because that would be the greatest thing.
that would be worse because now that lets us know that like we're just having like non-contenders facing for the title now. Obviously, if he lost that way, that means he wasn't worthy to be there.
Yeah, so I feel like that would be terrible.
No, hold on.
Yeah, I feel like that would be terrible.
We've had this conversation before. We're gonna get to the main event soon, but we had this conversation before. Even though it's scripted, did anybody feel slighted in the least when Goldberg beat Brock Lesnar in 90 seconds?
That's different. Because Brock Lesnar was so powerful at that particular time. And here's Goldberg coming out of retirement, hadn't been on the scene for a while. And now he comes out with this energy and boom, beats him. That was shocking. This would be different. Sami Zayn has been on the roster. He's been wrestling all these years. So is Roman, for a lesser degree, because he's a part-time champion. But for him to squash him like that would be ridiculous. There's nobody saw Goldberg do it, even though if anybody squashes Brock Lesnar, yeah, a person like Goldberg would be one of those guys to do it. But at the moment, you didn't feel like that would happen. And when it happened, it was like, oh, wow, that was unexpected. That was different. That's different than the Sami Zayn's getting squashed by Roman. Like, why? You just almost died against Logan Paul, a non-wrestler. And Sami Zayn, an active guy that's up and down on the road wrestling all these years, is going to get squashed. That's kind of silly.
Well,
but hey, that's me.
we just got through singing the praises of Logan Paul. Now, come on now.
Yes, but that's Logan Paul. Look. We're singing the praises now because we've seen a culmination of his activity. But back then, all that activity hadn't fully been realized. So today, yes, we're saying that. But back then, him going into a heavyweight title match just off of being on YouTube, what kind of crap is that? And then he pushes the WWE champion to the brink. That kind of looks suspect to me.
Didn't David Arquette win the WCW title?
That's horrendous and that's horrible. But so did Vince McMahon. So I mean, these are questionable things in wrestling that I don't like. I don't like that. I don't like when it's unbelievable or it's like comical like that. Like especially dealing with the world title. The world title should always be serious. There shouldn't be games played with the world title.
You know what? I'll agree to a point. I will. I won't, because Roman is not everybody's flavor. Just like everybody didn't like John Cena's style, everybody didn't like Bret Hart's style. I know I'm speaking blasphemy with Bonez on the air, but Bret Hart had. If you saw one Bret Hart match, you saw them all.
Like, how I feel about John Cena.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying though. Venkat trying to make it seem like wrestlers don't have these patterns. Just because Kenny Omega does 5 million moves in one match, he does the same 5 million moves. Which, by the way, y'all know I don't care for Kenny Omega, but that shit that I saw when we got off of that show last week, when we got off that show last week. I turned on AEW and I saw this Vikingo dude, whoever he is, doing a 630 splash. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
that's amazing stuff, man.
Yeah, I listen, man. You know I hate the high spots, man. But when I saw that, I was like, I said they got it.
Real quick.
I said they got it with that one.
Hey, real quick, Adam Cole is making his in-ring return tonight, so he back and good and healthy and stuff.
Finally? What, has been a year?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Baby Shawn Michaels, finally.
Yeah.
Baby Shawn Michaels.
Doug, I know you're probably not used to people going off like this about this type of stuff, but yeah, man, this is how it gets, man, over here. We, especially with me and Venkat, we getting these arguments about this stuff, but tonight has been really tame, though. I tell you that, but I think right now is where it's about to get bad. So in the final match of WrestleMania 39, we have the main event. You have the God of Wrestling, Roman Reigns, versus the prodigal son, Cody Rhodes. And I would have said up until a month ago that there's absolutely no way Cody doesn't win this match. But when I hear that how close Roman Reigns is to 1,000 days, and I'm thinking that maybe they're just putting that out there to try to throw us off or whatever, but under no circumstance, and Roman Reigns is my favorite wrestler right now, do I want to see Roman Reigns leave SoFi with those belts. Cody Rhodes has to win. If Cody doesn't win this match, I feel like they just wasted everything. It's completely a waste.
No, Cody's going to lose. And it's not a waste if he does lose. Because in wrestling, let's think back to like the 80s and whatnot. You know, there's no trials and tribulations and ups and downs, and it's just a one note. Like Hulk Hogan won the title and he just went through all those fat guys. And it's like Goldberg wins and he just goes through all these people. And then when they finally lose, they're like, well, why did he lose? Like, really? I mean, Roman's going to beat him because it just seems too cliche for Cody to win right now. And I don't feel like, I've been telling you this before, I don't feel like it's right for Cody right now. I don't feel like he needs to win right now. Somebody needs to beat Roman Reigns, but who said it had to be Cody Rhodes, and who said it had to be right now at WrestleMania? And everybody is leaning heavy that Cody's going to win. This would be a perfect time to make him not lose. If we could be okay with freaking Sami Zayn not winning, I think we'll be okay if Cody Rhodes don't.
Get out of here with that. Don't even put them two in the same class.
They're the same kind of wrestlers, same size, same styles and techniques and stuff. It's not like we're dealing with like a really big guy and a really small guy. They're the same type of size wrestlers, same kind of weight. It's not like there's much difference there. And this match doesn't light the world on fire.
Yes, it does. You the only person. Okay.
I don't feel like this is a big draw of a match.
Unbiased person, brand new to the panel, somebody who we this is our first time meeting him. Doug, what do you think about the build for this match?
The build, WWE's been pushing Cody a lot with the videos, with a lot of videos. That's why I'm thinking Cody's going to take it. He's going to do it for his dad. But I get thinking also, I might be wrong about this, but I believe if the only way he loses, now just imagine if Randy Orton comes back at WrestleMania, makes Cody lose to Roman because Cody was underneath him through the legacy.
That's interesting.
The rumor is that Randy is coming back, but I think that's to set up Cody's first championship feud. That's what I think personally. God, I would hate that. Man, I'm so tired.
Let's get a video of you freaking out of your couch.
I'm so tired of these. Listen, I want it to be clean 1, 2, 3 in the middle. Like I don't want the Usos to get involved. I don't want Solo to get involved. I want it to be clean in the middle of the ring.
That's like I said a while ago in the comment. I think this match is going to be like the WrestleMania 18 with Rock and Hogan when they got in the ring together. They stared at each other for a few minutes, and the fans was hollering for Rock, Hogan. I think they'll stare at each other for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then they'll start fighting. And
man, Doug, you're making me nervous, man. I don't want because I know I've seen everything. They're saying Randy Orton will be there. He'll be in attendance. Randy Orton is probably scheduled for Raw, but I'm thinking it's so he could turn on Cody and set up his first feud. That's what I would hope it be. I want if Cody when Cody wins this belt, I want Gunther to be his first feud.
I don't think the WWE is thinking about Gunther like that.
You crazy. Gunther, boy, they got. I don't think they are. No, Gunther is going to the moon. I'm telling you, man.
Remember, this is WWE we're talking about. You know their history.
Yeah, but Vince McMahon isn't in charge.
I'm just saying. Vince McMahon is in the background.
Gunther always said that he would never come to America unless he get divorced from his wife. And then as soon as he got divorced, within like 2 or 3 months, they got his visa and got him over here. So trust me, they got big plans for Gunther.
I'm telling you, man, that dude is, and they brought him over here before he did the body transformation. When he still, when he was Walter. Yeah. So who you got in it? Well, Venkat, we know who you got, but just go ahead and make it official.
All right, I'm saying that it's going to be Roman Reigns that's going to win.
So hold on. What's your issue with Cody? Because you don't seem to be.
I like Cody a lot. I had a whole show where we talked about Cody, and I was one of the biggest supporters of Cody. I just think in this moment with the injury, the forced into being Royal Rumble winner, which that was a little sloppy on the end there, but whatever. I don't think it's right. I think it should be down the line. I don't really feel like he should just show up and be like, yeah, I had a major injury and now I'm here to win my title. Like, it just feels unceremonious. Like, we don't need obvious stuff like this. Let him go through some trials and tribulation and let him really earn that. Even Shawn Michaels went through hell before he won his first WWF championship. He had to go through years, and it had to be a process. And he had ups and downs. Like Cody Rhodes came in, had like 3 matches, got hurt, and now he's in the main event. It's like it's just he can wait. He can wait. He's waited all this time. I just don't want the cliche. Oh, because it's WrestleMania. Oh, because my dad was never a champion here. I need to win it. I don't like that type of stuff where it's just because we know wrestling is pre-planned. And I don't like endings or matchups that just seem to be too predictable or too like, oh, that was fixed. Like every now and then you got to pull a Ric Flair. Ric Flair at the Capital Combat. Bring the cage up and get Luger disqualified, win, and that's it. Like sometimes you got to do that because right now it's just everybody's so heavy. It's like a foregone conclusion that Roman Reigns is going to win. So I'm hoping for integrity purposes, not because I love Roman Reigns. I'm just hoping
integrity,
because it don't look good. It's not a good look. This guy had a legit injury. Then they forced him to win the Royal Rumble. And boom, just like that, he's going to be champion just like that so quickly. Let him go through some stuff. I think Randy Orton coming back, that probably would be the thing. Let him have a hot feud with Randy Orton. Let him go through some other guys, and then maybe around SummerSlam time, boom, he could have an opportunity.
You putting it all the way 6 months from now?
Why not? Why not? Why are we in such a rush for Cody? Cody went into AEW. I don't even think he won their title, did he?
No, because it was something. It was something in the contract where he never
won their title. He comes into WWE, a place he was at before. They never even cared for him to even look at the title, let alone be champion. And he comes in for a matter of a few matches, and boom, we have an insatiable need to have Cody Rhodes as the champion. It just doesn't look right. It's not a good look. Let him go through some trials and tribulations. Let him go through the dirt, go through the mud a little bit. And then it will mean something. It'll be like a Sting at Great American Bash 90. Sting went through hell to get that title. That's what I'm saying. Let him go through something.
The title that he would have got already had he not got hurt.
We don't know that. We don't really know.
Get out of here. Ric Flair said it that he was only dropping it.
We don't know that.
Sting. Come on, man.
We don't know that.
That's what I'm saying about you. So you just went through this whole impassionate speech, and you got me sitting here like, damn, boy, he making like a tenth of a percentage of sense. But now you go say some craziness like that when you got Ric Flair on record saying
allegedly.
That Sting was supposed. It's not alleged that allegedly. Sting was supposed to win that belt. Come on, man. No, hell no.
A lot of people were supposed to win that belt.
It's set for Cody. It's set for Cody. Cody needs to win this belt, and that's it, man. Get the belt off of Roman. Roman's had this belt for 3 years. And has not. I mean, the belt is never on TV. He's never on Raw. He's only on Raw now because he has a feud to build. And no, man, come on, man. Combine the title. No, get rid of these belts. Bring back the world title. Bring back a better WWE title. And no, man, split the belts and just do it. Let Roman go off on vacation and come back all pissed off, and he could come beat Cody up after the fact. But there's feuds for Cody. You got Gunther, you got Randy Orton, you got Edge. Come on, man. You got Bronson Reed. If they heat him up, he could be a good a guy for Cody to beat. Come on, man. No, get out of here, man. No, I am not going to let you. I ain't gonna let you do this to me tonight, man. Because
it's gonna be done.
It's gonna be crazy. You talking crazy because for some reason you sit here and you say, oh, because he had 3 matches and he got hurt and he came back and won the Royal Rumble. Oh, you mean like John Cena did when he came back from the pec tear? Oh, you mean
I don't like that either. I didn't like that either.
You mean how Triple H did when he came from the quad injury?
I didn't like that either. That's another reason why I wouldn't want that.
Like it's never been done, though. That's what I'm saying. You make it seem like this is a new thing.
I can drive my car with my feet. That don't mean I need to be doing it. It don't need to happen because it could be done. And as a matter of fact, that's what we're trying to do is break the ridiculousness of wrestling. These guys are coming back from major injuries. Like if you look at like Klay Thompson, he got injured, major injury that happened in 2019. It's 2023. He's still stumbling around. The
Come
Golden
on,
State
man.
Warriors. I'm just saying, he's not the same.
But stop doing that, though. This man,
He's not the same guy.
This is a basketball player with knee injury. Come on, man. You can't do that. You can't do that.
It's still a major injury, and it affects your performance. So how in this prescripted world, it don't make sense to have these guys come back from injury and then all of a sudden Superman and able to win the title, no big deal. It don't make sense. Let him go through some drama.
Hey,
what's up, Bones?
So, hey, I hate to say this, but I'm out there agree with Venkat, man. I think Roman Reigns should retain the belt because you know what? To elaborate on what Venkat's saying, like, overall I agree with what he's saying, but to elaborate, Cody Rhodes should not have been number 30 in the Royal Rumble. He
shouldn't have.
If you would have put Cody Rhodes at number 1 with Gunther at number 2, and then they would have survived, then it would have been more believable. I'd have been more accepting of it. But Cody ain't having the trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he didn't go through enough pain and enough hurt and suffering yet. You know, it's like, you know, like for example, wait. If Sami Zayn would have won at Elimination Chamber, it would have been a lot of excitement because it was like a journey. You know what I'm saying? Like we suffered with Sami Zayn. You feel me? So you know, it'll be different. But with Cody, we're not suffering with Cody. We're not hurting with Cody. We don't feel Cody's pain the way we felt with Sami Zayn. You know what I'm saying?
You don't feel his pain. You don't feel the Stardust gimmick. You don't feel dashing Cody Rhodes. You don't feel the guy that used to put paper bags on people's heads. Come on, man. Get out of here.
And plus, my point number 2 is they want Roman to hit that 1,000-day mark. So that's what
scared me. That's the part that scared me.
Because before, I was like you. I was 100% sure that Cody was going to win. But once I realized how close he is to 1,000 days, I think that Roman going to win. Well, and also, I think a possibility is the Usos lose the tag team title, and then they show like a segment where Roman is backstage talking to him, and like he chew him out or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So then after, during the Cody Rhodes match, the Usos come out acting like they're finna help out Roman, and it might, Jay might turn on them, and then that's going to set up Jay versus Roman, and then Cody can feud with Gunther, defend his belt against him, and then feud with Randy Orton after Randy Orton destroys Riddle when he come back.
I'm so disappointed right now. Hold on, Doug, bring some sanity to this. Just So right now, Roman Reigns has been champion for 939 days. So he needs to be champion for 2 more months to hit that 1,000-day mark, which would put us in sometime in May. I don't know what the May pay-per-view is, but I don't want to see Roman Reigns. No, SummerSlam is in the summer. That's in August.
I know, I'm saying, but they're gonna wait till SummerSlam to get Cody the belt, probably.
Man, come on, man. Come on. You know what? Yeah, because he won it at Summer. He won the Universal title at SummerSlam. So you think they'll run it all the way to SummerSlam? Man,
yeah.
They gotta split those titles, man. Personally,
again, I wouldn't be upset if Cody won. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they're gonna pull the trigger though. And I really think that Cody should have just started at number 1 in the Royal Rumble, and that would have been good. Or you could have did Cody at number 1 and Seth at number 2. You know what I'm saying?
The more that I think about that, I concede to Venkat on that. Yeah, him coming in at 30 was a terrible idea. So there you go. I concede to you on that one. But Doug, who you got in this match?
I'm still going with Cody. All right, now I got thinking. What about on Friday night? On SmackDown when Roman's there and Solo's going to be there. Well, what about if Roman starts putting Solo down like, you lost to him, man. Why'd you lose to Cody? Could Solo do something? Could he be the key in this? Could he be the major key, maybe turning it? Or
so here's a fun, interesting thing. Did you guys see the trailer with the Bloodline?
Yeah.
Did you see what happened at the end? Where Cody Rhodes, where everybody was laughing and Roman Reigns was hit the guy in the head with the bottle, and then Solo just looked at him and said something to the effect of "You're so funny, Tribal Chief," and then he just like looked at him crazy. Yeah. Could they be planting the seed there? We don't know. But no, man, no. Cody needs to be the champion. You gotta, and again, man, y'all know I've been singing the praise. You know how many times I gotta defend Roman Reigns against Venkat? Like I've been singing the praises against Roman Reigns, but even I know that at some point you gotta get that belt off of him, man, because you can't have you back in the WCW days. The world title had to be defended every 30 days. Sometimes we go 2 to 3 months without a title defense, man. Come on, man. You got to get the belt off of him. And you just got to get rid of that blue belt, too. I mean, come on, man. Just got to get rid of the blue belt.
There's a picture on Facebook. I don't know if it's real or not, but there's a picture on Facebook of supposed to be the new belt.
Yeah, the Cody Rhodes.
I don't know if it's real or not, but
it's the new winged eagle belt, and rumor is that they're going into pre-production of selling a new winged eagle. That could just be that they just want to change the belt, man. But the winged eagle belt is awesome. I would love to have them bring that back out.
And that's like with LA Knight. I think he's going to have his moment at WrestleMania. He's going to come out and say, we're in Los Angeles. I'm LA Knight. I should be fighting for a championship.
Yep.
And then somebody said Stone Cold might be there. I can hear LA Knight up there talking, every time he talks, he says, "Let me talk to you." Or something like that. I can hear Stone Cold music and him coming out. And every time LA Knight's talking to him, I can hear Stone Cold, what? And he'll finally kick him in the stomach, stun him,
they got to get rid of those watch. They got to get rid of those.
I feel like it's either going to be Stone Cold or Randy Orton for a quick stunner or a quick RKO. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping the rumors of Randy Orton is true, just because that means that he's on the way back, and because we thought his career was over with the injury. So Thinking Black says, can we get a ranking prediction 1 to 10 for the event as a whole? For me, the build has not been good, but I think when it's all said and done, we may be looking at a solid 8.5, 9 easily.
That's a high mark, man.
I think the match. That's what I'm saying. I think out of the 14 matches, I think 10 of them are going to just slap so hard that is.
Wait. That would mean it'll be better than Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
that's what. It's not going to be better than Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I'm saying with these 14 matches, there's no the Bills build aside. The Bills have been terrible. We got that. I agree. You got me on that. I agree. But I'm saying the performers are not going to want to go out there and put on a shitty show, especially that NXT is earlier in the day. And when NXT notoriously does better than the main roster. And those guys are not going to want to, that Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker are probably going to be the best match of the weekend. Man, that's going to be crazy. And that 5-way, come on, man.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy.
Bro,
I'm looking forward to that one.
I saw that last night. That 5-way for the North American title, man. That's going to be insane.
Dragon Lee, Wesley.
Yeah. Ilya Dragunov, JD Madonna. Man, that's going to be an Axiom. That shit is going to slap. So these guys not going to want to go out there and get outdone by the rookies. So I say a strong 8.5. I say 8.5.
I'm gonna say a 7.
I know Venkat gonna say about a 3. Go ahead, just confirm it.
They'll be lucky if they can hit a. They'll be lucky if this event hit 5.
Oh, here, what you got, Doug?
Because my rating for the Royal Rumble, was like what, a 8.5.
Yeah, you were high on the Rumble.
Yeah, because the Rumble was amazing. It was great. I liked it, except for that one or two matches. But the 2 Rumbles were great. The championship match was great. was good enough for me. I mean, that was good enough for me right there. So I don't think they're going to be better than Royal Rumble. There's no way. They don't have anything on there that's going to predict to be as good as the Rumble was.
We'll see.
You think any of the NXT stars will make their debut on Raw on Monday night?
Braun
After
Breaker.
WrestleMania.
Braun Breaker.
If you lose the belt, yeah.
And Grayson Waller. Breaker and Waller.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Grayson Waller. He's pretty good.
Yeah, Grayson Waller is awesome, man. He's like Grayson Waller is good. You can get rid of Rick Boogs and Elias. You can get rid of a lot of those bums and bring him over there. That guy is like really good. Really, really good. And Braun Breaker is going to terrorize somebody.
Psychology of it, the politics, the trial.
So, fella, so all right. So we hit that 2-hour mark. So I just want to keep it around in this sweet spot. So, Venkat, Bones. We got to come up when we're going to do the the results show. Because the show. Well, no, when we're gonna do the Mania the results show, the review show.
Yeah, I'm about to get with you and figure something out.
Yeah, Venkat, it would have to be on a Wednesday, right?
Could be Tuesday night.
Bones? What's your availability Tuesday night?
It'll be good.
All right. Yeah, Doug. So you're welcome to come by Tuesday night, man. Or you're on Facebook, so just subscribe to that Straight Talk Society that you're watching me on, or you can come over to YouTube and subscribe to Straight Talk with Trevor, and you can hop on anytime. You know, you'll get the notifications when the videos go live because I always schedule the shows that way. But I just everybody just give me your real quick. Who you think gonna have the best entrance? I think they're gonna do something real special for Gunther.
No, I think it's gonna be either Demon Finn Balor or probably Rhea Ripley, the Judgment Day people. Judgment Day has the best entrance right now to me.
Yeah. Their entrance is dope. I just feel
music,
like
you know what I'm saying? Everything.
That but
in the NXT, his NXT music was better though. I don't know if you remember
because they didn't change it. They added that stupidness at the end because it would play the whole song out. But now they do that. Yeah, it's they all look at you. See how they butchered Johnny Gargano's song? Oh, God, terrible, man.
And when you don't care about literally just
what'd you think on that, Venkat? You got a idea on that entrance wise?
Well, since that this will probably be John Cena's only event that he wrestles the whole year, so they might try to do something special for him because it's John Cena,
and
so they might do something. Yeah, but that's really it. I mean, or like Judgment Day, like you guys are saying, I don't really think they'll do anything else for like Brock or anything. It's just going to be regular entrances.
We know who's gonna have the longest entrance is gonna be Roman. The guy, he take like 10 minutes to get to the ring.
Yeah, he walks slow enough.
Hey, I want to do an over under. I think John Cena is gonna have under 10 moves in the whole match. He gonna have his 5 moves to do him and then 5 more. That's it.
That should be a match that calls for ass whooping. If a 2-minute squash match was ever needed, that would be it. Like, I mean, Theory needs to come out and just beat the brake. Needs to come and Brock Lesnar him, just beat the brakes off of him and hit him with A-Town down and go.
Theory
home.
Doesn't come off as that type of guy that could do that. He doesn't come off like that. I don't know if that could happen. Like, I can understand Sheamus, squashing Bryan Danielson. I could understand Brock Lesnar doing it to anybody else on the planet. But Theory, he looked like one of those guys that need to start getting going in 15 minutes into the match is when he started.
He needed Greg. You got not you hit the man with the Greg the Hammer Valentine. Gorilla Monsoon used to always say, Greg the Hammer Valentine needs about 10, 15 minutes before he gets warmed up. Nah, that match needs to be over quick. Like, I mean, he needs to put him on the next airplane quick. Yeah, get John Cena in his ball spot off my TV.
Oh, Lord.
Get him off my damn TV, man.
Uh,
Burying the young talent, man. Admitting that they pipe in. No, come on, man. If you're gonna bury a guy, don't bury the company at the same time.
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Hey, look, but you shouldn't be surprised because John Cena always buried people, always.
But that's crazy though.
Could
Like,
you
he
see
just letting
Cena?
everybody know.
Could you see Cena coming out on that purple and white cow?
Purple white cow.
Yeah,
He's on the commercial.
It's only commercials he does.
Oh, he breaks through the walls?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't see that one. Yeah, well, I think it's gonna. I think the event's gonna be good. I mean, build aside, it's WrestleMania, and it's like if you can't get up for WrestleMania, then you probably don't need to be a wrestling fan. It's just like the Super Bowl. Every year, I mean, we've had some shitty games, but you still get up, for the Super Bowl because of what it is. And this is a wrestling fan's Super Bowl. I will be tuned in both nights. Super excited. If you listen to my show yesterday, I mentioned why WrestleMania is so special to me. It's not my favorite event. Royal Rumble is, but at the worst time of my life, WrestleMania came on. My wife was in the hospital, my daughter was in the hospital. My wife begged me to go home and just try to clear my mind. WrestleMania ended up being on. And it was the WrestleMania in SoFi, not SoFi, but at the 49ers Stadium. Yeah, Levi's Stadium, where Seth Rollins cashed in to win.
Grandest heist of them all.
Yeah, that was one of the best WrestleManias I watched, and it happened when both my girls were in the hospital, and it took my mind off of things for about 4 hours. So I will forever be watching WrestleMania, regardless of the shitty build. I think the show is going to be really, really good. Really, really good. So that's my 2 cents on it. Anybody else got anything to say before I close it out?
There's a thing on Facebook. I don't know if it's true or not that Gangrel is supposed to be there with Edge, and there's also a thing. There's also a thing going on that Tony Khan has said it was okay for Christian to be at WrestleMania.
I don't believe that.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't, because if he wouldn't let them get Billy Gunn for the DX reunion,
that's true.
Yeah, he's not gonna let them get Christian for a WrestleMania entrance. And hell, in that case, he should let Dustin Rhodes come walk Cody to the ring.
Yeah,
that could happen.
Yeah, we got Tony Tony's not letting that happen.
Trust me, that won't happen.
Yeah, that won't happen.
Those bookers, those owners are petty as hell, man. Just petty as hell.
Yeah.
They are.
I don't see what, man. I've always dreamed that one day Roman would just show up on AEW. Still be a WWE talent, but just show up on AEW and watch how the crowd that alleges to hate Roman Reigns, watch how they freak out about Roman Reigns. Like why not?
But it wouldn't be because of Roman Reigns. It would be because he showed up.
No, it'll be because of Roman Reigns. It's Roman Reigns.
No, it's not. It could have been any one of their champions. And it's just the fact that this guy's from WWE, or vice versa. If an AEW guy, if MJF was in a crowd of WrestleMania, you don't think that'd be a big deal?
Half the crowd would know who he was.
You and your bullcrap.
You tripping?
Guy needs to be beat.
You tripping?
And dispatched. Really?
They'll be like, who? All right, Ray. Okay.
The most hated guy on the internet. The heel minister, folks.
No, I like MJF. I can't wait till 2024. I like MJF.
Yeah, MJF is great heel.
But the thing, I liked MJF when he was in MLW. Before he came over to AEW, because I used to watch MLW weekly, but it just became too much, man. Like there's so much wrestling going on. It's too much. I just can't consume it and do everything else that I had to do. So Bones, you got anything to close out with?
No, I'm just looking forward to WrestleMania. Ready for WrestleMania weekend, basically.
Doug, you got any parting words?
I just like LA Knight. I really like LA Knight. I believe, and I could be wrong, I believe if WWE would, because LA Knight sort of reminds me a little bit of Stone Cold Steve Austin with some of these promos. And I believe if WWE would sort of let LA Knight be himself, I believe he could go up. I mean, I'm not saying what you say, not all the way up where Stone Cold is, but I think he could do better if they just let him be himself. And yeah, I'm looking forward to WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a wrestling fan, you can't get up for WrestleMania. I mean, check your pulse. All right, Venkat, go ahead and put the dagger in us.
Well, I don't got anything bad to say. I hope it's a good show. I hope it is. Don't think it will, but I hope it will. And we'll see how much Vince McMahon's influence is. Because if you see something weird happen, like midgets running around or something like that, it's Vince. He loves midgets, but whatever. So we'll have to see what happens. Oh Lord, you got to brace yourself for this. But I'm hoping at least half the event is decent. I can only watch the first night, Saturday night. I can't watch the second night because I'll be working probably all past that time anyway. So,
oh man,
but I'll have to catch the replay.
Oh man,
yeah. I mean, I might not get home till 1:30 in the morning, maybe 2:30. I don't know. I really don't know what time it's going to end.
Well, I think they got it blocked out for 4 hours. It's probably
no. I mean, me, my job. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what time it's like.
Okay.
It could go sometimes.
Well, fellas, I appreciate you guys coming through, man, and that's been the first episode of Wrestling with Reality. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Doug, we appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for letting me do it. First time I ever done anything like you. Appreciate it.
Oh, hey, that's good, man. Your first time coming on the panel happens to be on our little wrestling show, man. That's awesome, man. If you got any more of your wrestling buddies, man, send them this way. Let them know they're more than welcome to join the conversation, man. Because over here, I think Bones said it earlier, man. Wrestling breaks down every barrier. It's like,
yeah.
We just see wrestling fans. This is like it's crazy. Like when I go to Dolphin games, I'm high fiving the white guy next to me. I'm high. All we see is that logo, man, and it's awesome, man. You could get away for a couple hours and talk about wrestling, man. So every Wednesday, this is where it's at. Wrestling with Reality. Me and Venkat have some tremendous shows lined up. We're gonna do the reviews and we'll talk about anything that needs to be talked about, but we really want to concentrate more in breaking down the science of the matches like we did on the podcast, where we get certain matches and we just go into detail about them and just break it down. And we haven't locked the date down yet, but we do have that Brock Lesnar versus John Cena from Extreme Rules. Also with Bones on the line, Bones and Zay, we're going to break down the greatest, in my opinion, the greatest UFC fight ever, Forrest Griffin versus Stephen Bonner. The match that what did I say?
I'm anxious. I'm ready to get moving. It takes some
the match that single-handedly saved UFC. I already got my notes on it, so I will break that down. So anybody says I don't know what I'm talking about, it did save UFC because UFC was filing for bankruptcy before that match. That's why they did the Ultimate Fighter. So we will be breaking down that match too. We just have to secure a date. We'll be back sometime next week because there's a UFC pay-per-view coming up that Zay will be attending, and he is ecstatic as hell. He'll be at the weigh-ins and everything, so he wants to come on and talk about it. So y'all look forward to all of that, man. Hey, Straight Talk Society, we got it going on over here, man. I just got nothing but shows lined up, and the main thing, April 2nd. That's Sunday night, right? Yeah, Sunday, yeah. April 2nd. The first episode of Pour Your Heart Out. It will be the all women's panel. April 2nd at 8:00. Do not miss that for anything. That is going to be insane. So again, thank you to my panel guests. I appreciate you guys for coming through, man. This has been real good. So
Thank you.
All right, peace out, fellas.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Where he like wants to be back, and we have to keep reminding him. He's actually.
Well, Straight Talk Society. We went about 2 hours, 15 minutes, but I spent like the first 15 minutes trying to figure out what was going on with the camera. So kept it right at that sweet spot of 2 hours. We'll just look at it that way. Thanks to everybody who commented in the chat. I know I really couldn't read the chat too much because I kept when you're putting up the pictures and stuff, you're looking at a different screen. So I had to move the chat out. So I appreciate everybody that came through, showed the show love tonight. Please make sure and subscribe to the channel where you'll see all the premieres of all the shows that we have coming up for the week. Like I say, you have Pour Your Heart Out coming out this Sunday. That is going to be awesome. Probably going to be the best show over here. We have Wrestling with Reality. Wrestling with Reality, man. Me and Venkat have been talking about this for a long time. Don't just think that this just came up. Like, we've been talking about this for a long time. It just never was the right time. And then certain things happened and it became the right time. So, we have the UFC shows coming up. We got real busy, man. I remember I was a guy who didn't even want to be on YouTube, but now that I'm on it, man, I love it, man. I feel at home being behind this microphone. So I'll continue to bring out good content for you guys, man. We had Dr. Mia coming back soon. We got Michael coming back soon. Everybody over on Facebook, thanks for hitting that like button. Thanks for hitting that heart button. Thanks for watching the videos. Please share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Straight Talk with Trevor. Subscribe to the Facebook channel, because Facebook page, because you can also watch the shows over there at the Straight Talk Society. That's where Doug saw the show. I didn't know how it worked, but Doug said he typed in wrestling and the show came up. So there you go. There you go. That's why I hashtag these shows so much. But I appreciate him for coming on, man. Appreciate Bonez. Special shout out to Venkat, man. All the pictures and all that stuff, all the match cards, the Venkat sent me all of that. I mean, that I'm not even gonna sit here and try to act like I did that. Venkat gave me all that stuff. We got so many things coming up, so many things, man. And I'm just so happy that you guys came through. And with that being said, it's time to close this thing on out. Always seek out the truth for yourself, because if not, you'll fall victim to other people's interpretations of them. And with that, I'm going to let you ride out with this banger of a song, Break 'Em Off, by the Silent Assassin. Until next time, peace.
Assassin. Yes, my lord. Rise. Have you ever danced with a devil? Took a glance at a rebel, had a chance to advance. You are not on my level. You are not my equal. I can pose another sequel. Those that do oppose, I was exposed and leave you see through with the spies in my eye. Recognize me as a legend. Refuse to cry and die, so I may never get to heaven. I've been yelling and rebelling since the days I was a youngin'. Been a long time coming. I'll be damned if I'm running. Original individual, so I'm living like a criminal. Give it to you fools direct, no need to be subliminal. Say a nigga name quick, but never to be famous. Put this thing up to your brain, and I'll leave you brainless. Got you sucking, ducking knuckles, watch you buckle as I chuckle. I can see right through your heart. You don't wanna start no trouble. Thought I couldn't get it crunk, well hell I beg to differ. I'm far from a punk and ain't your ordinary nigga. Fake niggas, I'm back. The game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your brains. Fake niggas, I'm back. The game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your veins. I'ma break them all, break them all. Let me break them all, break them all. I don't care if you're scared, be prepared to take the loss. I'ma break them all, break them all. off. Let me break them off, break them off. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss. I can see me leading the legion, screaming in the evening. I had the kids pleading, why is daddy not breathing? See, daddy was a heathen, daddy was deceiving. Told him last season, all I'm needing is a reason. I have no sympathy, consider me a lethal weapon. Remain a mystery consistently, I keep them guessing. With the world on my shoulder, my heart turns colder. Life ain't what you think, before you blink it could be over. Ready for revolution, retribution's a solution. There is no forgiveness as you witness evolution. The world revolves as I evolve, take a stroll through my soul. I don't plan to ever pause or take it easy on my foes. Break them off with a pencil in a simple instrumental. Situation detrimental if you disrespect my mental. This is how I really live, I hope I never have to kill. I represent self-defense, if I have to then I will. Niggas, I'm back, the game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your brains. Fake niggas, I'm back, the game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your veins. I'ma break them off, break them off. Let me break them off, break them off. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss. I'ma break them off, break them off. Let me break them off, break them off. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss. I don't wanna beef with anybody, but I'm far from afraid. I'm a grown ass man, ain't no games being played. Better shut your friggin' mouth before I kick up in your house. Forensics at your residence, no evidence to figure out. Wasn't seen, had to see, no if or answer in between. This is what I do to you or anyone who intervenes. I refuse to be a prey, not tomorrow, not today. I'ma be a predator. Hell, there is no other way. Bust your brain if I must. Leave you laying in the dust. Only God understands. That's the only man I trust. The rest of y'all die slow, die with your eyes closed. Talk behind my back, but you can't look me in my eyes though. That's what you call a coward. You can find me down in Broward. Tell me where you want it at, I'll be there in a half an hour. Diamond chains, take them off. Haters, I'ma shake them off. I only deal with the real. All of the rest, I break them off. Niggas, I'm back. The game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your brains. Fake niggas, I'm back. The game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your face. I'ma break them off, break them off. Let me break them off, break them off. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss. I'ma break them off, break them off. Let me break them off, break them off. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss.